All right, first thing we're doing, we're gonna get our Model Magic. You're gonna get a few seconds to go ahead and play with this. You can scrunch it up. You can go ahead and warm it up. I'll give you about 5 minutes to play with it however you'd like, because once we get started, that means it's time to stop playing and we're going to be making our project. So go ahead and take some time. Maybe you want to stretch it. If you stretch it fast, it'll pop off. If you stretch it slow, it'll be stretchy. So we're going to go ahead and smush it around, play with it. Maybe you want to practice rolling it into a ball, that you will need to do that later. I just like to put it right here in between my hands and then roll, roll, roll. Just like so. This little scratch right here is from my rabbit earlier this week. I was trying to give him a hug and he scratched out of my hands. He doesn't like hugs too much. So now that I'm all done playing with this, I actually want to break it up into 3 equal parts. So I'm going to roll it, and then I'm going to use my desk to roll it out just a bit so that it's kind of like this little rectangle looking shape. I want to cut it down the middle. So I'm going to get my scissors and then just cut straight down the middle, just like so. So I have 2 pieces now. This piece right here, that's half. I want to look at 1/2 right here, and I want to do the same thing again. Cut it down the middle so I can make it into a 1/4. Well, 2/4. I have 2/4 and a half. When I put it all together, it's 1 whole. So I'm going to leave all my pieces here. Now, the reason we have our markers here is going to be because we are going to be changing the color of our Model Magic clay. You can use cool colors, or you can use any color you'd like. But for this project, I kind of want to stick to our cool colors, our purple, blue, and green. I'm going to go ahead, well, actually, before I open up a marker, I want to get one of my pieces, and I'm going to squish it flat like a tortilla, como una tortillita. I'm going to squish it flat. As you can see, it's like a little tortilla right now. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my green. And let me zoom in so you can see this. Now with my green, I'm going to go ahead and go color, color, color. And then I want to fold it like a taco, como un taquito. See, I'm folding it like a taco. And then I'm going to squish it flat again. Squish, 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 squish. And I'm going to add more color, color, color. Fold it like a taco. Squish, squish, squish. Color, color, color. Fold it like a taco. I want to do that maybe like 5 times. Not too many times, because if you do it too many, then the Model Magic clay does start to get really, really watery. And we don't want that. We don't want any of that. So I'm going to squish maybe 1 more time. Fold it. And then color, color, color. Once I'm all done adding my color, I'm going to cap my marker. Fold it 1 last time. I don't want to touch it right now, because if I touch it, it's going to leave my finger all green, and I do not want any of that. I don't want my finger to be all green. I'm going to take it off as much as I can. Now, I'm just going to play with it again, start to mix the colors. You can really start to see the green starting to come through. It's going to be like a pastel green, because when we mix our white and green, it makes it lighter, makes it into a nice little tint. Just like that. This is looking good. All right, I like the way this is looking. I'm gonna roll it into a little ball 1 last time. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there. And I wanna get my next 1/4. So I wanna do the same thing again. Squish it flat like a tortilla, as flat as I can make it. Flat like a tortilla. And I want to get another color. Let's go for some blue this time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some blue. Oops. And I'm going to be doing the same thing. So, oops, I've already got some blue right there. I'm going to go ahead and add blue, 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 blue all over. Then fold it over like a taco. Squish it flat. Same thing. blue, 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 blue. Fold it over like a taco. Squish it flat. Nice and flat. Add blue, 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 blue. Fold it over like a taco. Squish it flat. One more time. Fold it over like a taco. Squish it flat. Color, color, color. Once I'm all done, I put my cap back on. Fold it one last time. Again, I don't want my fingers getting dirty. It won't get as dirty once it's all mixed in there, but if you were to straight touch up the ink, it could get it dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and start to play with this, mix it up. Remember, the color will be light because it is mixing it with white. Just like so. I kind of like the way you can see the swirls in there. So if you want to keep the swirls, don't mix it up too much. If you don't like those swirls, then keep it really, really, mix it really, really well. Again, if you like the swirls, don't mix it up as much so you can see them. If you don't, then really, really mix it up. I do like the swirls, but I want you to be able to see how it will look once it's all mixed up really, really well. As you can see, it's pretty clean. There's no more swirls. It's all cleaned up. Now, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, actually, I forgot to swirl it up like a little ball. So let me go ahead and do that. There we go. I'm going to move it off to the side. Oh, I saw some more swirls. That just means I need to play with it a little more, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave it off to the side and leave the swirls. I do want to add one more cool color, a missing one. So I have my last large piece. This is my 1/2 piece, not my 1/4. And I want to go ahead and add some purple. There was still some marker on the paper, but that's okay. On the desk, I mean. I'm going to add some purple. It's still going to mix up really, really well, especially since we're adding so much purple. And then I'm going to fold it like a taco, squish it flat, add some more purple. I want to do this a few extra times because this is a lot more than the other two small ones that were only 1/4. This is actually 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and do this as much as I can. That's 3 times. 4. Let's go for 6. Nice and flat. 5. Now, if I was taking a lot longer to do this part, I would want to cap my marker. But because I'm working very, very quickly between, it's okay for the marker to be uncapped. As you can see, it's only uncapped and not being used for maybe 2 seconds. Let's do actually 2 more. Fold it like a taco. Squish it flat. Color, color, color. And one more time. Fold it like a taco. Squish it flat. Then let's add color, color, color. Good. Put my cap back on. I'm going to play with it. Let's leave this one a little bit marbled. So I'm only actually going to play with it maybe like 1 more time. There we go. I love how the white and purple show together. Roll it like a ball. You can really see it when I roll it like a ball. There we go. All the marbling. Oh, I love that. It's also really pretty when it's all just one color, but when it's marbled up like that, that's really pretty. Okay, let me zoom out just a tiny bit. So we have 3 pieces, but for the snail, you really only need 1. You only really need 1. However, I want different parts of my snail to be different colors so that it'll match up all over my leaf once I place it over on my leaf. Let's start off with the bottom part of the snail. Now, for the bottom part of the snail, I do want to be able to make this maybe, let's make it combined 2. So I'm actually going to combine these 2 shapes. And to do that, I'm actually going to flatten this one out. I'm using the palm of my hand. You could also do it this way, and you roll it back and forth, and it'll make a nice long string. And then I'm going to do it with this one also. Roll it out. And I actually want to swirl this together to make it really, really cool. So swirl, swirl, swirl. Just like that. I'm going to fold it over. Squish it. And let's keep swirling, swirling, swirling. Just like that. Fold it over. All right, now I'm going to make this into the bottom part of my snail. Just like that. I want this to be the little head, and this will be the bottom. So as you can see, I kind of squished it a little flat. It almost looks like it goes up and down, almost like the letter L. So let me show you from all angles. This is the front, this is the side, the top, the back, and the bottom. So it's holding up like that, kind of like a little L. I'll face them this way. Now for this part, I'm going to roll this part a little bit longer. So I'm going to roll it out even longer because this is my big piece. Roll, 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 roll. Let me zoom out just a tiny bit. Roll, roll, roll. I want it all to be about the same size. I don't want one to get really, really skinny. And once I have it like that, I want to start from this side. And I'm going to start to, let me zoom in. I'm going to start from right here. And I'm going to start to twirl it in. Roll, roll, rolling, rolling, rolling. Just like so. Rolling, rolling, rolling. It's getting very big. Almost there. There we go. That's going to be going on the top part of my snail. So let me turn them sideways. I'm going to go ahead and put this right on top right here. Squish, squish, squish. Squish, 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 squish. I want it to squish nice and tight. Squish, 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 squish. There we go. Now I have my really cool snail, but he is missing something. So I'm going to get some small pipe, some small fuzzy straws, and a googly eye. Now this googly eye does have the sticky part, so I'm going to try my very best to get the sticky part off. Let's see, this might take me a good few seconds. I know sometimes it can be very tricky. Try my best. Maybe you can ask a friend for help. Turn to your neighbor and ask them, hey, can you help me? Because sometimes Miss Rodriguez might be busy. She might not be able to help everyone. So make sure you ask a friend before. And Miss Rodriguez is having some trouble too. Almost there. I'm going to keep trying. I don't want to give up. I'm going to keep trying. There it is. It's coming. Okay. This might take me a good minute. It's lifting a little bit, but not enough. I'm pretty sure I did get this earlier, but I'm having some trouble right now. Got it. Woo! That took a good like 2 minutes to take this tiny little sticky part off. Okay, now once you have that, you're gonna go ahead and squish it on just like that. It might be a little sticky to your fingers, but that's perfect. Some of it might show. Here's another one that I had done earlier because I knew this was gonna take a while. So now we have 2 googly eyes. I decided to make mine silly and have different eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and stick the googly eyes onto my snail. Maybe one here. Squish, 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 squish them out in there pretty deep. And then another one right here. Squish, 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 squish. There we go. Fix it up a little bit. He's looking so silly. I want to name this snail. Maybe I want to name him Fred the Snail. Fred the Snail could have his eyes going different directions. Maybe you want him to twirl his eyes a little funny. I want to twirl both of the eyes. There we go. And there's Fred the Snail. Look at me saying, hi, friends. Good luck to everyone. And remember, don't give up. All right, bye for now, friends.